Good morning, North Albany Community Church. Pastor Thom here. I just got a question for you. What's the most valuable thing in heaven? I'll give you the answer by way of a story that Chuck Swindoll told years ago that I remember. He said an older pastor wanted to reconnect with the kids in his church, went to Sunday school, and he said to the kids in the class, "What's got furry hair and long ears and hops?" And there was a lot of silence in the class. Finally, one kid spoke up and said, "Well, Pastor, I know the answer at church is supposed to be Jesus, but it sounds a lot like a bunny to me." Bum bum. I think probably what we know is that Jesus is the answer to almost every question. He's certainly the most important thing in heaven. But what's the second most important thing? I think it's souls. That is, you and I, people that are one to the kingdom, that are in heaven for eternity. We're the second most valuable thing there. You know, one of my favorite verses during this COVID time is in Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. "Do not grow weary of doing good, for in due time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." You know, the idea of doing good for people is what I think fuels the gospel in their life. Not just thinking good thoughts, not just reading about good, feel-good things, but actually doing something good myself. I think it somehow clears a path for the gospel to be shared and for people to get saved. You know, it's very important for us to remember that God left us here for a reason. He wanted us, after we understood who Jesus was, to share Jesus with others, that they might understand and they might multiply. And so when we think about doing good things, it fertilizes, it opens a door, it paves a way, however you want to express it. It gives us the space to bring the gospel in to conversations and to workplaces and to families. You know, it's one thing, I'm going to ask you to do one thing. I don't ask you to do much in these videos at all, but as soon as you're done watching this today, what I'd like you to do is take your phone and find one person in your list of phone numbers that you can text and let them know you're thinking of them and that you want to do something good for them today. Just text them and say, "I will do good for you today," and do it. Don't just think about it. Don't just type it and then leave it alone, but actually do something good for them. You could work in their yard. You could deliver some groceries to them. You might do something for them that would be a treat. Maybe it's a Starbucks cup of coffee. I don't know, but the idea of doing something good paves the way for a gospel conversation. You know, you and I and others in heaven are the second most valuable thing there. I think that says something about God, about his artwork, his creation. He created us to be with him for eternity. Nothing could make him more happy than you sharing the gospel in conversations and in good deeds. My friend, that's your task today. Be well, be blessed. We'll see you real soon. Have a great day.